I know that I deserved it. I was there. But once they realized their negativity about me winning wasn't affecting me, then it turned into, well, Bob the drag queen went on her podcast and said that you lied about this. I'm like, that's news to me, because I'm pulling up my messages with Bob right here, and like none of this shit is on here. And then, oh, well, this girl said that she said that Ginger lied about this thing. And I'm like, okay, so this is all like overwhelming, but in like a really funny way, because you're like, girl, what the hell is even going on?
Just let me enjoy it. Just let the winner enjoy it.
But I wasn't even like putting stock into it. It was making me laugh, because I was like, oh my God, like everybody's talking about me, like bullshit that I'm not even a part of is so funny. And then all the Miss Mojo videos were suddenly like, even if the video wasn't about me, I was the screen grab.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, well, at least I'm popular. At least they're talking about me.
At least, what is it? There's no bad press. There's only
press. And so why be press?
Baby, welcome to another episode of Why Won't You Date Me, a podcast where me, Nicole Byer, was trying to figure out why I was so single, even though you could come on a keychain and call it a labubu. My guest today is a drag superstar and winner of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 10. She starred in, wrote, and directed the Hocus Pocus live tour, which I saw and I had a nice time. This year, she stars in the first ever theatrical Drag Race Universe movie. I'm so excited. I've wanted to interview you for a very long time. It's Ginger Minj!
Hi! I'm excited to be here.
I was saying before we started recording, you look like a cuddly teddy bear.
Thank you.
And I know this about you. You like gummy bears.
I do like gummy bears. They do not like me.
Oh.
No, because I used to I've been sober for 3 years, but I used to drink a lot. And then the only thing in my makeup bag would be like bags of gummy bears that people would bring me. So I would just sit there and eat them and do those stupid videos. And I had to have so much dental work because of it. Yeah, I would just like pull fillings out or pull a crown out. Yeah. I've lost many crowns. So now that I've gotten my teeth fixed, I had to make a promise to my dentist that I would not do that again.
That's devastating to me. It is devastating. Where you just can't have what you want to have because I went to the dentist today and I cried. I cry every time because the sounds sound awful. And also I had my wisdom teeth removed and they didn't put me under. So I didn't feel it because they numbed it, but I heard the dislodging of a tooth.
That's the worst part. That's like when you go in and get filler too. Everybody's like, my sister was asking me after I got some. She's like, does it hurt? I was like, it doesn't feel good, but it's like the crackling sound that
I've never
hear.
gotten filler. You get it. You
don't need it
in you.
It crackles like you're caulking a bathtub. Basically.
Oh my God! Snap, crackle, pop.
Yes. But I'm addicted to it.
What do you have? What
do I have? I've got cheeks. I've got my temples, the bridge of my nose. I have chin.
Okay.
And lips.
And it just plumps it?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I know that filler's a thing. Yeah. I know it changes your face, but I don't know exactly what it does.
To be honest, I don't know exactly what it does either. It's basically like what it was described to me as is it's basically like joint fluid.
Oh.
So they just it's super safe and they inject it into your face when you need a little I lost 200 pounds this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you, which I'm happy to say is the only thing I've lost this year.
Yes, congrats on winning All-Stars.
Thank you.
This was it
was my fourth time.
Fourth time's a charm.
Sure is. But the thing is, I love Drag Race so much that I would have gone back 100 more times if they asked me. I still would.
It's a fun show. I love watching it.
I love doing it. I don't love watching it. I'm not going to lie. Once you know how the sausage is made, it's a little PTSD.
Yes.
But in the room, I always have the best. I always feel more creative than I ever have before.
Well, that's because there's essentially a gun to your head saying, you got to make something. You got to rehearse this. You got to do it.
Well, and this All-Stars was particularly strange in the sense that biggest cast for All-Stars ever, but we didn't all compete together. We did the bracket system. But in those 3 episodes, you basically do a whole season's worth of stuff. So you're not just making a dress. You're making a dress while writing the script and a full backstory and then choreographing it and recording it and then performing it. And it's like all these things.
So hectic.
It is, but I love it.
Did you like this format better?
I won't say I liked it better. I don't feel like I'm as close to this cast as I am to my other cast, simply because we didn't have as much time together. But I liked it like from a professional standpoint because I'm the girl that likes to go in, do my job, do what I need to do, and then go home. And save my baby, you know? But it was nice for that. But I did miss kind of like the trauma bonding over
the course of weeks.
Course of months.
Yes. Oh, months.
Well, season 7 was 8 weeks.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a long time.
It was a long time.
That's much longer than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, this was also still like the logo days. The whole crew was a lot smaller. So you had to like really take your time doing things because you had to wait for the cameraman to get around to you. And then, of course, like, I mean, I've been there through logo, through VH1, through Viacom, MTV, Paramount Plus, everything. So I've seen it like grow, which has been really exciting too. But that's another reason I've gone back so many times. It's like, I know it's going to be a totally different experience.
Bigger and bigger, and it's a different experience. Season 7, you know that's not people's favorite season, right?
It has aged like a fine wine, though.
It is my favorite season. I like to rewatch seasons, and I rewatch season 7 and season 5. Those are my two favorite seasons.
Season 5, I think, is like top tier Drag Race. You can never beat it. I think All Stars 2 is probably
All Stars 2 is very
it's probably
fun.
The best season all around. But I think as far as main seasons go, like season 5, which I mean basically All Stars 2 is just a redo of season 5.
Yes.
But it's my favorite.
It's can I get an amen? I think is a perfect episode of television. Can I get an amen? It makes me laugh so hard. And Shakespeare is one of my all-time favorite challenges.
I still watch it. I still watch it.
So wild that there were so many acting challenges and there was maybe 2 actors on the show.
Yeah, it was wild in the room too. And because it was like, I mean, the challenges were as divided as the cast, like skill wise, which I thought was really smart. Because it was like you had somebody like me or Max who could come in and nail an acting challenge. And then the very next week you're like, okay, but can you make a dress out of trash bags? Well, no.
Nope, I simply cannot.
But then you had like Violet and Miss Fame on the flip side who were like, oh, I can make anything.
But you want me to act? No, I cannot.
Yeah.
Eggs always makes me laugh.
It's
eggs.
Out of all of the episodes and things that I have done on that show, that is what I hear the most.
It's just deeply funny and stupid. And I love silly shit. The sillier, the better. Yeah. How did you get into drag?
How did I get it through theater?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we're either born through theater or on Halloween. You know? And I was auditioning for this play at the Orlando Fringe Festival called Boys, Boys, Boys.
Okay.
And they wanted, I think, 8 men willing to go completely naked or 2 drag queens. And I was like,
I'll do the drag part.
Yeah, I was like, I've never done drag, but I don't want my grandmother to disown me. So I'm going to go for the drag thing. It can't be difficult, right? And I mean, I just kind of took to it immediately and I loved it. Like I suddenly I was like, oh, I can finally play the roles that I want to play. I finally feel like a little freer on stage. And then immediately all like buzzards, just circling the Fringe Festival, all the drag higher-ups from Orlando.
Because you were asked to audition for the show, right? Or did you submit to the show?
Juju B made me audition for the show.
Oh, okay.
She made me audition because we got booked to do this gig together. And we were being honored by the Gay and Lesbian Youth Center of Hoboken, New Jersey.
Oh, Hoboken.
Yeah, drag capital of the world. But we had never met before. But that night, we spent the whole weekend together, basically. And after we had gotten to put some of the kids in drag, do a show with them, and do this talk back, she comes up to me and she's like, like, bitch, why aren't you on the show? I said, what show? I was a pageant girl. And she was like, on Drag Race. Because they don't want me. I'm sure, like, I am a pageant girl through and through. 5 years in a row, I had done Miss Continental Plus, and I had always been in the top 5. And I was just like, I know it's my year. I know it's my girl. Every year, you're like, I know it's my year. But she said, no, I think you're going to do this show because they need you and you need them. Didn't think about it. Went and competed at Miss Continental Plus, and instead of getting first runner-up, I got second runner-up.
Okay.
And I went, okay, it's getting stale. I need to change things for me. And I got this phone call that was like, hey, we keep having Juju be blow up our phone.
I love that.
Like, are you interested in auditioning? And I was like, I mean, are you interested in me auditioning? He said, well, sure. Yeah, but just so you know, like, the deadline is in a couple of days. I had never filmed anything before. I still had an Android, not sure how to use it. So I, like, woke up my roommate and I was like, you're younger than I am. Do you have, like, one of them smartphones that can make me look good? He's like, well, I have a smartphone. Oh, no, they're going to make you look good. And we knocked out this audition video literally in like one afternoon. It's awful. It is so bad. I still go back and watch it. No. I'll send it to you.
I would love
I will send it to you.
It.
The reason I got cast, they still love to tell me this story every time I see them, is because I'm doing my RuPaul lip sync, which PS was Geronimo, because it was the only one that was for free on YouTube. And I didn't have any money to go.
I love a bitch on a budget.
I was. So I'm like painting and learning this song as I go. I'm doing it. I had gone to our neighbor's house while they were at work because we were in a little apartment and they had this gorgeous house with this big like deck with a pool and everything. Hung up these IKEA curtains they had hanging in a bag. And I'm just performing in front of the pool, but I'm so into it. I've got like these big feathered sleeves. I'm flinging them around. The curtains are falling. Chairs are flying into the pool. Literally, like the whole world is falling down around me. And I just keep going. I sent this video in going, well, at least they'll know mal name, and then next year I'll try.
Next year I'll put it together. I'll get me a little budget, and I'll actually put together a good video.
Exactly. And so I literally was just like, let me just get on the radar and then really work on it for next year. I immediately get a phone call that's like, hey, we need to set you up for a psych eval. I said, oh, okay, sure. I said, was my video that bad? And he goes, no. I'm like, yes, it was. But no, we need to send you for this psych eval. It's just like the next step. And I was like, how many are there? Because most programs I do have 12. And he just go, oh, you're funny. You're funny. I was like, no, I'm just traumatized. So I go into it, blah, blah, blah. Flash forward, I get cast on the show. And my very first day, we were recording the Cover Girls album. So before we even met each other, I got to meet Ru. And Ru's laughing at me and she's like, I've been wanting to talk to you. Do you know why you got cast? I said, I have been wondering, mother. And she said, girl, your audition video was awful. Just cackling in my face. She said, the whole world is falling down around you, but you kept going, and that's a star. She said, so I know you have what it takes. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, like I never thought about it that way, but that's been my whole life, right? Like my whole world is always falling down around me, but I keep going. And I think that's kind of why, like, Drag Race found me at a time when I was probably like at my most vulnerable and has been there for all of the big changes in my life. So I think that's why I keep going back, is because it's like that comfort of RuPaul saying the world's falling apart, you keep going.
You keep going. I love that. I love that so much, that everything is just so chaotic and you're like, well, I'm just going to keep performing.
Because I don't know what else to do.
I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I'm not going to reach in the pool and get the chair. I'm just going to keep singing.
Just keep singing.
You're married, yes?
I am married.
And you got married in Orlando?
No, I got married at DragCon New York by Michelle Massage.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were like, I love drag through and through. I got to get married at DragCon.
Well, that was their idea. So they wanted to like sell tickets to this and make it a thing. And I was like, no, here's my wedding. Like, I'm already like here. So I was doing a panel and I said, I'm fine if we do it like as a surprise at the end of the panel for the people who have come to see me, because I know that those will be like the people who love me that want to be there for that.
Yes.
And we told our families so they got to come in and everything. But yeah.
Did you do like another ceremony or the drag?
We did. Well, we did a reception when we got home.
Okay.
Because we were like, nobody wants to sit through the bullshit, right? Nobody wants to see us profess our love to each other. You can watch it on YouTube. But we used to have this place called the Whirly Dome. Have you played Whirly Ball before?
No.
So they put you in these like bumper cars and you play lacrosse as you drive around. It's the most athletic I've ever felt. I'm actually very good at it.
Wild.
It is wild. The wildest part was when my sister, who is a special education teacher, there was this new teacher at her school. So she was trying to reach out and like be nice to her and welcome her. We didn't know this woman was an alcoholic on her off time. She was so blitzed that when she like couldn't get the ball, she got out of the car on this fully like electric floor. And so she's getting shocked, but it doesn't stop her. She just keeps going for the ball. And eventually she like falls on the floor and it's just, it was wild.
I would love to be that drunk.
I would love to yeah. The problem
like
is
I'm getting shocked and I'm like, I
used to be that drunk, which is why I don't do that
Which
anymore.
is why you were like, gotta take a step back. I won't be doing this. During your wedding, you were dressed as Snow White and your husband was dressed as Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Are you guys Disney gays?
We are Disney gays. Well, we're theme park gays.
Oh.
So actually, I love all theme parks.
Which one's your favorite?
So we bought our house specifically because it is...
Wait, do you live in Celebration?
I don't live in Celebration.
Oh, okay.
I can't afford Celebration. In this political environment. No, we bought our house because it's 15 minutes from the airport, 15 minutes from Disney, 15 minutes from Universal, and then right around the corner from Gatorland.
Oh, I've never been to Gatorland.
It's beautiful.
Really?
It actually is really beautiful. I think it's the oldest roadside theme park attraction.
Oh.
In
what
Florida,
is there to do there? Just touch a gator?
No, you can't touch the gator. Well, you can touch the baby gator, I guess.
Okay.
But it more than the gators, it's like these really beautiful boardwalks that go through this untouched swampland. So, like, I mean, that sounds so gross, but it's just...
Well, I've never seen a swampland.
It's really beautiful. Like, the trees and all of the vegetation, I guess that's what you call it. I'm not an outdoorsy person.
Vegetation,
the
why
vegetation.
not? The greenery?
The greenery.
The scenery?
The scenery and the coffee beanery. Everything is there. They have this one gator called Jolene who went viral. She was a rescue because she's missing the top part of her jaw. So she like eats funny. But they have her in her special like country music Dolly Parton inspired enclosure. They have put her in wigs before for photo shoots. She's so cute and she's really like super sweet.
I love that. The older I get, the more I love animals. All animals.
I do too.
They just bring me such happiness.
Because they're so unaffected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're just living. Jolene's like, yeah, maybe I don't have a job, but these nice people keep doing fun things with me.
Yeah, she's like, I get to wear wigs and they feed me 3 times a day. I mean, it's basically Drag Race.
How did you meet your partner?
So the story that we tell our parents is that we met at his workplace, which technically is true.
Okay.
But we met on Growler.
Okay.
Which is just Grindr for hairy chubby people.
I know what Growler is. It's for the bears, for the cubs.
For the cubs, and the people who love them.
Yes.
We met there. We started talking there, and then he used to be a manager at the front gate for Universal. So I happened to be there, and we met.
How kismet? Because did you love theme parks before you met your partner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're so theatrical and they're so gay. I mean, I love a roller coaster. So I just happened to be there. It was during Halloween Horror Nights time. I don't do Halloween Horror Nights because I don't like to be scared that way. Like, I love ghosts and ghost hunting and ghost stories and all that kind of stuff. But, like, murderers, serial killers, chase you with a chainsaw, I don't like that.
Okay, I get that.
So he was working the overnights, but I had met him at the front gate and he was like, I have a break if you would want to come and see me and we'll maybe, like, get lunch or something. So we did. It was like 30 minutes, get to know you kind of thing. And we hit it off. So that night, it was like 3 in the morning when he left there. I went and picked him up, and we went to the IHOP across the street, and we stayed there for like 2 hours until I had to go to the airport to go to my next gig. So then we just started talking, and for like the first month, we were just theme park buddies. Like I knew I really liked him, and that I had.
But you weren't like officially dating.
No,
you were just
there was
friends.
nothing sexual.
Okay.
As much as I wanted there to be, I had just gotten out of a really abusive 11-year relationship.
Oh, damn, I'm sorry.
And I mean, I'm not sorry because, I mean, I don't think that I would appreciate what I have if I hadn't gone through what I did. I feel like that about everything in life.
Yes.
But it was just the first time in my adult life I had been out on my own. I was suddenly famous, and I was just trying to like live that fantasy, but also navigate it in a healthy way, which none of the ways I approached were healthy, P.S. So I was like, maybe I don't need to drag somebody else into this right now. Maybe I just need to kind of like
just
learn.
need a friend.
Yeah. And I need to go to theme parks. Now I have somebody to go with. And then we were at Epcot one day. Starts raining, and we're just like laughing because in Orlando, when it rains for 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
And then it's done.
And it's done. And it's beautiful. But I love it at the theme parks because all the tourists clear out. They're like, oh no, our day is ruined.
If you just waited out, you would nap.
Yeah, but they're all
funny.
gone. So now you just walk on everything. So like we're just standing there in I think like the Germany pavilion or something across, and we had been drinking around the world with some of our friends. It's raining. We're laughing at everybody running away. And he just looks at me and goes, I love you. And I went, what? And he goes, nothing. I mean, no, I heard you, but I'd like to hear it again. He said, I love you. And I said, I think I love you too.
Ah, what a dream.
Yeah. But it was so matter of fact. I was like, yeah, I think I do. I think I do. Like, why fight it? Because, like, what's that going to get me other than frustrated? So, I mean, we've had our ups and downs, but it's been 10 years now. It's been...
That's so sweet. That's also wild that, like, you were not in... Like, I guess you were intimate in a different way, and then you
I think
fell
that's
in
why
love.
it worked, though, because, you know, usually... I would probably, you know, put out on the first date and catch feelings in a different way and not really know if there's a connection there outside of that. But luckily we had the time to like grow as friends and realize, oh, we like to spend time together. Or we like to be around each other. And then like the sex just ended up being a bonus.
I love it.
I love it too.
That's so fucking sweet. 10 years is a long time. So like, what are the things? Does your partner travel with you to gigs?
He does now. For the first like 4, maybe 5 years, he's kept his Universal job, and it was tough because you know I've been blessed enough that even when I haven't won, I've been very bookable. So I've
booked and blessed,
booked
baby.
and blessed, like constantly, and I love that. Like. People think I complain sometimes. And I'm like, I'm tired. I did this and this and this. And
you're allowed to.
Like, oh, no, I'm not complaining. I promise.
You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to feel a little exhausted. You're allowed to recharge. Like, that's okay.
But sometimes I just remind myself, you're tired because you've been able to do these things. And that was tough being away. But he ended up like taking a leave of absence from Universal to go as a PA on a Christmas Queens tour. And then COVID happened. And he got furloughed, and he was like, well, you know what? I actually really loved being on tour with you. So if you think we can make it work, let's just keep trying that. Then we started a production company of our own where we produce theatrical drag shows, like Hocus Pocus Live is our biggest one.
Which was very fucking funny. You wrote that?
I wrote it.
It's really funny.
Thank you.
Like, the jokes were just so solid, and one of my favorite things is the three of you were having such a fun fucking time, and you could tell. Like, there was things that I was like, I don't know if that was scripted or not, but like everyone laughed at that. Like there was times you guys broke that it was just like so delightful. I loved it. I had such a good time.
And that it's all genuine too. I have shared the stage with a lot of girls. And I always have a good time. Well, I don't always. But I generally have a good time. But with Jujubee and Saphira in particular, like, we all come from the same school of drag. we've all been in the game for a while. Like Saphira may be new to Drag Race, but she is old school drag.
Yes.
And she gets it. We're all theatrical people. And we just know, like kind of like my audition video, even if shit's falling down around you, just keep going and have a good time with it. And we did every single night. It was a different show every night.
I love that.
I love it too.
Because you're kind of like feeding off the audience. You're feeding off each other. And
I'm going to tell you who does not like it is Jujubee.
Really?
No. So I'm like the one.
I'm shook.
I am the one in the middle. Juju likes everything like by the book. She wants like, let's rehearse it. Let's lock it. Let's do it. And then on the complete opposite end, Saphira's like, I don't think I even read the script until the third performance. And then there's me in the middle that's like, okay, anything is fine as long as we qualify it. But let's just work together. Let's listen to each other. So the first couple of rehearsals were wild, trying to like wrangle both styles. But then once we realized like we don't need to fight each other on the way we approach it, just kind of go with it, we all had a lot of fun. And even by the end of it, like actually, by the end of the first week, Jujubee was like coming out there and trying a little ad lib. And
yes,
then
by the time I saw it, she was
look
doing
at
a
me.
lot.
She would do one and she'd look at me and go,
I think I saw that and it killed me. It was just, and then Saphira's voice is just insane. Actually, all your voices are incredible. It was just, I don't know. It was one of those things where I love a lip sync, but I also really love like hearing someone's gift, you know?
Well, when I started drag in Orlando, it was a lip sync town. Like there was a space for every style of drag except Broadway, live singing, anything like that. There was not a space for me, my best friend Gidget, who did all the costumes for Hocus Pocus.
Oh, okay.
She
did an incredible job.
So good. And our other friend, the Minx. It was like the three of us were the little Broadway theater babies that had no home. So we created at our Hamburger Mary's the Broadway brunch. Nobody's going to go. It's going to be terrible. From week one, we had a line around the block. We started winning all of these Best Brunch in America awards from like all of these major publications. People were coming from around the country to see us or making us a stop when they would come to Disney. And that's really like where I got my footing. It's where I got my first like little bit of a name, a little bit of fame. And that's what pushed me into doing more and more and more. So I love lip syncing, but for me, like I just have such a soft spot for a live singing theater queen.
I love it. I Broadway, I love a musical, I love a play, I love it all. Real quick, we gotta take a break. It's officially the time of the year where we promise to cook more and order out less. But usually that resolution lasts about like 3 days before the vegetables rot in the fridge. HelloFresh actually makes it easy to stick to a plan without the stress. They have over 100 recipes every single week, from seasonal favorites to global dishes. They also have bigger portions now, so no one leaves the table hungry. I made some sesame-crusted salmon recently that honestly tasted better than a restaurant, and I didn't have to leave my house for it. If you're trying to focus on your health this year, they have over 35 high-protein recipes a week, and even new Mediterranean and GLP-1 friendly options. It's wholesome ingredients, sustainably sourced seafood, and it just tastes good. Because when dinner tastes good, nothing hits like home cooking. Go to HelloFresh.com/dateme10FM to get 10 free meals, plus a free swirling knife, $144.99 value on your third box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals apply as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. This podcast is sponsored by Squarespace. If you're starting a business, a creative project, or just want a place to show off your work, you need a website. And Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that helps you stand out online. You guys know I'm not a computer person. I do not know how to code. That is why Squarespace is perfect. They have cutting-edge design tools that make everything so easy. You just choose a template and drag and drop things until it looks professional. It makes you look like you hired a designer even though you did it yourself. And if you're someone who sells services, like maybe you're a consultant or you teach classes, Squarespace gives you everything you need to get paid. You can book clients and invoices and handle payments all in one place. You can even set up an email campaign to keep your customers coming back. It streamlines everything so you can focus on making money, not managing a website. Make yourself a website. Head to squarespace.com/dateme for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code DATEME to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/dateme. Promo code DATEME. And we're back. So you said you've lost 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of weight.
It is. And a lot of people go, you're so short. I didn't even realize you had that much to lose. I was 360 pounds. I am 5'3", 5'4", like right in between there. And it got to the point where like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. I got COVID, which turned into pneumonia, which put me in the hospital. Oof. And because of my weight and all of the like the compounding issues around it, like I had super high blood pressure, really bad sleep apnea, pre-diabetic, which I don't know how I was pre-diabetic. I was like,
You're like, how's this pre?
I was like, I feel like I'm in it.
There.
I feel like I am in it. But there was just so much wrong that I wasn't getting better. I was getting worse, and I really thought I was going to die.
Oh, God.
Like, I sat in that hospital bed for weeks, and I was just like, this is it. Like, I was just trying to make...
scary.
It was really scary, and I was making peace with it, which is so sad to say, but I was like, I'm fighting it, but I'm also, like, exhausted, and I just feel like shit. And then while I was in that hospital bed, I got the phone call to come back for All Stars 10. And it suddenly, like, something started clicking in my head. And I started, like, stopped thinking about, like, feeling sorry for myself and feeling super sick. And my wheels started turning about, well, if I did go back, what would I do? And then later that night, like, I'm sitting there in the trailer for the first Wicked comes out, and like Oz is my lifelong love. That made me feel better. It was like everything just started making me feel better, like little rays of sunshine through the clouds. And I promised myself that if I got better, that I would do everything that I could to like take my health back. And I have.
Has the response been positive from fans? Because I feel like sometimes, I guess I know the answer.
Girl, is the response ever positive about anything? No. I mean, from half of them, yes, and from half of them, no. And I mean, I love Ariana Grande. I love Wicked. I love Cynthia. The discussion about their bodies has been so disgusting to me. And then suddenly, like as I'm scrolling through, I get past the 50th article about them, and there's a Reddit post about me and my body with like 400, 500 comments on it of people just dissecting my body. And there's the people that like, oh, she looks great. Oh my God, she looks sick. Oh, she looks terrible. She doesn't look good no matter what she does. I liked her better fat. I like her this way. And there's like, even today, got off the airplane, got in the car, and I'm driving over here, just scrolling through like Instagram, and somebody comments on there, you scare me now with the way you look. Please get fat again. And it's like, first of all, I never set out to be skinny.
Sure.
Just in the same sense that I never set out to be overweight. I have had issues with my weight my entire life. I was 54 pounds until I was 14 years old. I had a bowel obstruction surgery. They had to go in and like piece things together. And I just started rapidly gaining weight. And of course, like once you hit a certain weight, it kind of takes on a life of its own.
Yes.
And it's hard to get control of it again. So no matter what I did, gym, diets, everything, it felt like it made it worse. And when I got out of the hospital, I had done some social media content for Dr. Nelson Leach from Blues and Blahs. He's this therapist, this doctor who deals with like LGBTQIA plus people. His whole thing is like, let's remove the stigma around like just being the best you can be. And I had done some social media stuff for him, and he was like, I want to help you. Just reach out to me when you're ready. And of course, I was offended at first. I was like, help me. I don't need your help.
I don't need help.
I don't need help. I've done everything else. And if I can't do it, there's nobody else that can do it for me. And I mean, I was just kind of raised that way. You know, it's like
a lot of people are raised that way. If I can't do it,
if I can't do it, what are you going to do for me? But I had made myself that promise. And I wrote him this long ass Instagram message and sent it off. And he called me and I answered the phone and he's laughing and he was like, I knew you would be ready. He said, I knew that you had it in you to do this. And I had asked him about weight loss surgery. I hadn't really thought much about any of the GLP-1s. Just because I was like, oh, it's just another diet fad thing.
Yeah, like fen or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, it's not going to work for me because nothing else has. And he said, okay, well, I'm not going to put you on Ozempic because Ozempic is for people who are diabetic. You're pre-diabetic, so we need to get that under control. But I don't think everything that's in that shot would benefit you. I'm going to put you on Zepbound, which I've personally had good luck with. And then I'm going to put you on a diet with a nutritionist. We're going to get you down to 1,200 calories a day, and then we'll build back up from there. And so he had a whole plan. And like all of a sudden I was like, oh, so I don't have to do this all myself. And it made it a lot easier to like take that step and be like, okay, I'll try it. That first month, I didn't lose a pound. Actually, I think I gained like 3 or 4 pounds. And he's like, you're fine. You're fine. Just
this
keep
is
stick
so
with it.
nice.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people in the medical field are not nice.
No.
They're very mean.
It's particularly with overweight people.
Yes.
Because they look at us sometimes and treat us like you did this to yourself.
Yes. You have no self-control and you have no willpower and like,
if you don't care about you, why should I?
Yes.
Oh God, I've had plenty of people tell me that to my face. And mostly the fans, strangely. So he took just literally held my hand through the whole thing. And then by month 3, I had dropped almost 30 pounds. But it wasn't just about that. Like the weight loss was actually just like an added benefit because all of a sudden like my sleep apnea was gone completely and my blood pressure was under control and like I'm off of all these other medications. And then here, 1 year later, I am 200 pounds down. And like, I feel better than I ever have.
I had pretty bad sleep apnea. And
people don't understand how bad that can be though. Like they think, oh, so you snore.
No, you stop breathing and you kind of like choke yourself back into breathing. And it sounds really scary. I've told this story on the podcast before, but I was dating somebody who was like, hey, it's scary when you sleep. And I was like, what do you mean? Then I got an app and I started recording it and I was like, oh, no. And I didn't mind being a fat person, dare I say. It became part of my identity.
It was part of my brand.
Or a bigger person, because I'm still bigger than most. And I remember when I started like seeing the weight loss, I was like, oh no, who is that? And then the sleep apnea went away and I was like, I really hate that it was tied to weight. Because I do believe, bigger people can be healthy. I just was not one of them.
I wasn't either.
And that realization kind of like sucks. To be like, uh-oh, I was doing bad. And my blood pressure went down, my cholesterol went down. I was like, okay. For me, I do have to like move a couple days a week and I do have to eat just a little bit less. Yeah. And it's a hard thing. And I do this on Instagram. Sometimes I'll go through the comments and if there's a comment about my body, I'll just delete it because I decided on my Instagram, I don't want a discussion about my body. Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't either. I cannot tell you what a mind fuck the last 6 months have been for me in particular. I mean, Jiggly Caliente was one of my best friends in the world. So they announced the All Stars 10 cast, and like the next day, Jiggly passed away. I knew it was coming because the family had called and they were like, hey, if you want to say your goodbyes to her, let's do that now. So I knew it was coming, but it literally happened hours after the promos dropped. And then 3 hours later, another one of my really close friends, Divine Grace, passed away.
Oh, God.
Who played my Dorothy in Golden Girls and Herman Munster when we did the Munsters. So somebody very close to me. And I had experienced the super high and these two really low lows. And in the midst of it, there were all of these people that were either super happy that I was back or really angry that I was back or really concerned how fat I was.
Oof.
Which was weird because we shot the promos after the brackets, like halfway through the year before the finale. So I had already lost like 65, 70 pounds. And they
people were going, that's not enough.
Yeah. And so it was like all of these things were going through my head and I wasn't like learning how to process it quickly enough. So I immediately was like, I know we haven't had a therapy session in a while, but girl, I need to talk to you.
I need it.
And I was hosting the Drag Race live show in Vegas at the time. So I was working 6 shows a week. So everything was happening. The whole season got progressively worse. The better that I did or the more weight that I lost, the worse the response was. To the point where what I have worked 11 years for, what I have like sacrificed everything in my life for, everything I ever wanted, I got, and it felt like nobody wanted me to have it. Like I didn't deserve it. Which I know is a lie because I know
you worked hard.
I know that I deserved it. I know that I deserved it. I was there. I know that I could have deserved it several other times. And I know that there were other girls who could have deserved it this time. But I don't think that that makes me any less deserving. But once they realized their comments about me not shouldn't having what like me winning, their negativity about me winning wasn't affecting me. So then it moved on to the body. And then it turned into, Bob the Drag Queen went on her podcast and said that you lied about this. I'm like, that's news to me because I'm pulling up my messages with Bob right here. And like none of this shit is on here. And then, this girl said that she said that Ginger lied about this thing. And I'm like, okay, so this is all like overwhelming, but in like a really funny way because you're like, girl, what the hell is even going on?
Just let me enjoy it. Just let the winner enjoy it.
But I wasn't even like putting stock into it. It was making me laugh because I was like, oh my God, like everybody's talking about me like bullshit that I'm not even a part of is so funny. And then all the Miss Mojo videos were suddenly like, even if the video wasn't about me, I was the screen grab.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, well, at least I'm popular. At least they're talking about me.
At least, what is it? There's no bad press. There's only
press. And so why be pressed? Which has always been my motto. Like, I don't let shit like that get to me. But then it all turned to my body. Something that I was directly in control of for the first time in my life, something that I was proud of for the first time in my life, and not because I had lost the weight, but because I could walk.
You can walk. You're breathing better. You don't have sleep apnea.
I could sing.
Also,
I could dance.
It was hard.
Losing
weight
hard.
is one of the hardest things you can do.
And we can talk about that in a second because a lot of people have this misconception. But that's when it started to get to me. When suddenly I'm like 500, 400, whatever many comments on Reddit about my body. And I know that I'm a public figure and...
Yeah, but I think we could just be nicer as a people. Like, we don't have to dissect people's body. Like, even when people are like, well, I'm worried. Why? Yeah. You don't know them.
Yeah, you don't know me at all.
Be worried in your bedroom. You don't got to say it out loud.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I think a lot of it is, maybe not all of it, maybe there are people who are concerned, which You don't have to be because I am under strict medical supervision. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it was the one thing they could really punch down on me for. Because even if I don't have the best looks, my looks have elevated over the years. My drag has become more polished. I've always been very talented. I can sing, I can kind of dance, I can act, and I can be funny, and I'm intelligent. Like I have a lot going for me. Mm-hmm. And it took me a long time to really like appreciate that. But I appreciate it enough to say those things are really good and I do them very well. So the only thing that they can say now is a backhanded compliment or, oh God, I'm so worried about her. No, you're not.
No, you're not. You absolutely are not. You just want to be shady and mean.
You just want to be mean. And then someone, oh my gosh, she has so much loose skin. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
It's what happens.
Yeah,
And guess what? I'm fine with it.
It is what it is.
Somebody said, are you going to get this all cut out? I was like, no. Why should I? I love it. I'm fine.
Also, who cares? Like, it's your body. Whatever you do to your body is your choice. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think people should just like shut up about it.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
This is the one comment that made me like, I don't even know what it made me do or think. I got this DM from this girl who had been going through those comments. And I saw her commenting a lot, so I recognized the name. Mm-hmm. She sends me this message and she goes, how fucking dare you? Your weight loss has triggered my eating disorder and you should be ashamed of yourself. And I was like, what does my weight loss have to do with you at all?
Absolutely nothing. This person doesn't know you.
No. So I responded like we always healthily do, and I basically said that. I was like, I'm sorry to hear that. Uh-huh. Never my intention. I want to know how my weight loss affects your eating disorder. Since you've brought me into this conversation,
tell me.
Would love
Did she respond?
She responded. She said, well, you did that People magazine interview where you said that, you're on these shots and you're on a 1,200 calorie a day diet. That's not healthy for anybody. I said, have you ever watched My 600-Pound Life? If not, I'm going to tell you, I do. It's one of my favorite shows.
It's one of my favorites too.
I love it because I think you can learn so much from, Dr. Now's also the shadiest fucking bitch in the world.
Dr. Now.
He's so shady.
He said something so funny where one of the ladies was like, well, that's just not enough food. And he was like, you've eaten enough food for years.
Uh-huh. He's so shady and I live for it. But I was like, it's normal when you're severely obese if you want to get your diet under control, you have to cut back to, I said, and this has all been done with a doctor and a nutritionist on top of it, like not just one. And the way it was explained to me was we strip it all back so that you're getting 1,200 calories a day and you have to choose to make the right decisions of what those 1,200 calories are. Mm-hmm. It's about the caloric intake, but it's also about learning and retraining your body and your mind to go, all right, there's this many calories and I have to get protein, so let me pick this and this and this.
What did she say to that? Did she respond ever?
Well, and then she goes, yeah, but to sustain that for a year, I said, I never said I sustained it for a year. Every month I went up by a couple hundred calories. Because if I had stayed at that, my weight also, like my weight loss would have like just plateaued. Mm-hmm. Like as I understand.
Yes, it just feels like it's somebody speaking on something that they've done zero research on, or they just wanted you to feel bad or something.
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. And I also wanted to keep the conversation going because I felt like, not a teachable moment, because it's not my place to teach anybody anything. But if you've come to me, I will share the knowledge that I have with you. I've actually had, like on the flip side of that, I have probably talked to 100, 150 other people that have said, I read your article, I've seen like your journey through this and it inspired me, so I'm doing it now. What can I expect? What can I do? And I will sit there and talk to every single one of them.
That's sweet. That's nice.
Because I I had somebody there to do that for me. And that's the only way I was successful with this.
We need to talk about something we don't discuss enough. Eating disorders are way more common than you think, and they don't always look the way people expect. It's not just one thing. It could be constant dieting or feeling ashamed about how you eat. It might be just, being super rigid about exercise or letting food rules run your whole day. And sometimes it's just that voice in your head that never lets you feel okay in your body. That voice, you don't have to keep living with it. If you want to feel different, meet Equip. Equip is a virtual eating disorder treatment program that meets you exactly where you are. You get a full team of experts, a therapist, a dietitian, even a mentor who has lived through it. They understand what it's like to navigate recovery while you're still living your actual life. It's covered by most insurance plans, and there's no wait list, so you can start ASAP. If you've been thinking, maybe I should get some help, this is your sign. Visit equip.health/dateme to learn more. That's equip.health/dateme. Let Equip help you. I like that you've been a Sherpa for people.
Yes. Well, but people also think it's a gotcha moment when they're always like, oh, Ozempic. First of all, no, it's not Ozempic, it's Zepbound.
Get the brand right.
But I've also never hidden it. Ever. I even did a full People magazine spread about it. And so it's not that gotcha moment that people think it is. But then they also come back with, well, you're just lazy. You just want to take this miracle shot. Honey, it is not a miracle. No. I mean, it's a miracle what you can benefit from.
Yes. But you still have to do the work.
The work is
It's hard.
Tough.
It's hard. You got to do your little workouts and whatnot. You got to portion out food and weigh things, and it's awful. Wait, I have a question. So after you were on season 7, did people slip into your DMs to be like, hey, you want fuck?
Oh, yeah, all the time. And it was so weird. I mean, they still do it to some extent, although I'm 41 now, so I've gotten older and the demographic has gotten younger. So the twain don't meet, you know? But I was opening for Wilson Phillips in DC Pride 2 months after season 7 ended. And I had met up with this boy. It was that brief time in my life where I was just single and suddenly famous. I was like, oh, sure.
Yeah, why
You're
not?
You're cute. Why not? I'll try it. And as we're having sex, he literally turns around and goes, oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting fucked by Ginger Minj. And I went, you have to leave. You have to leave. You have to leave right now.
Did you finish?
No. No.
That is wild.
It was
what a
wild.
Wild thing to say. And has that happened again? Or?
No, because I've never allowed myself to get into that.
Okay.
See, I had met him. I was very new to being gay famous. And I had met him on Grindr. I didn't know he knew who I was. Because in my head, I'm still like, oh,
not everyone's seen
that's Ginger from the bar. You know, she's going to go down to Hamburger Mary's. And it just took me such by surprise. So no, never allowed that to happen again.
What's the worst date you've been on while you were in your single era?
I had a few dates where they pretend to be interested to you, but their interest in you relies solely on the Drag Race experience. So I felt like I spent the whole time just
explaining,
regurgitating facts,
stories,
telling him how tall RuPaul is, how beautiful she looks, is she nice, all that kind of stuff. And it's I don't mind talking about these things, but you haven't given me an opportunity to get to know you at all, other than the fact that you're a fan. And I don't think you're even a fan of me. I think you're just a fan of
Drag
RuPaul
Race,
and the show.
And the proximity was good enough for them.
Yeah. Not that they ever made me feel unwanted in any of it, but it just felt like this could have been an email.
Just a little bit of...
It could have been an email.
This could have been an email. We didn't have to do this in-person date.
No.
What's the most romantic thing your husband's done for you?
He taught me how to love myself.
That's nice.
Honestly, I hated myself for a very long time, and he would always come up behind me. I would go out of my way to avoid mirrors. Just, which is so weird as a drag queen.
who gets ready in front of a mirror.
In front of a mirror. But when I'm in drag, that's my mask. That's also been the weirdest part about losing the weight is relearning my entire face.
Yeah, my eye shape changed.
Everything
I was like,
changed.
what the fuck?
Well, and that's why I ended up getting filler was just because, I lost so much weight. Everything was kind of saggy. So Jujubee made me get it. Jujubee is the catalyst for all these decisions in my life. But he would always come up behind me and like just hold my face to the mirror. And he was like, you're beautiful. Like, just look at yourself. And I would do everything. I'd try to make a joke, try to dismiss it, try to look away, and he wouldn't let me. And I mean, he's got his issues and he drives me fucking nuts sometimes. Crazy. We actually have a boyfriend as well.
Oh, you do?
We do. We've had a boyfriend named Michael. We're the three little bears, Mama, Papa, and Baby Bear. And we've been with him. Christmas was 5 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I love it because
do the three of you live together?
We live together. So we live together with my mom, my sister, my youngest nephew, and 3 dogs and 1 cat.
Oh my God.
It's our own version of Full House.
That's a lot.
I wanted to take care of my family. Well, not the whole family. I don't even talk to I don't talk to most of the family. But my immediate family, like my mom, really, when I wanted to be a Broadway star, she cashed in her 401k. She gave me every cent that she had to move to New York and try it. Didn't work out, but it ended up leading to drag, which led to this.
I think it worked out.
So, and my sister has been a special education teacher for 35 years now.
And she's your best friend.
My sister? No.
No?
No. I love her dearly.
Let's see. Was it in my research? Oh, your mother was your best friend.
My mother.
Wow.
My mother.
Reading's hard.
But she also drives me crazy. But I always promised that,
that you would take care of them.
That if I promised myself that if I ever got into the position where I could, I would. And it's a bone of contention sometimes with my husband because it's like, you're suddenly the landlord too. It's not like renting an apartment where if something breaks, and with that many animals and people
it's
under
a
one,
lot.
it's a big house, but
it's still a lot of people and a lot of animals. Wait,
on the airplane here, I had to pay somebody to put in a new kitchen sink. I had to pay somebody to come and fix the a hole that got kicked in the wall by one of the dogs, by playing. We have Elfie, who is our 1-year-old corgi. And she is very much an Elphaba. She marches to the beat of her own drum. And she has this habit of taking this bowl that she has and fling it up in the air and trying to get it on her head like she works at Benihana.
That's funny.
But she flung it and it hit the wall and put a hole in it. So I had to have a whole piece of that replaced. And then I had to have the sliding glass door replaced as well. All on the airplane here. So my husband is like...
You busy. Wait,
busy.
How did you get a boyfriend? What was that discussion like?
The discussion happened...
Were you always open?
We've always been open.
Okay.
And it's funny because the first time I met Michael, who is the boyfriend, he hates when I tell this story, was at the white party at Parliament House, which is where that used to be the drag race event of the year around the country.
Okay.
You always knew who the top 4 were going to be because they would always be booked there. And I happened to be booked there. It was me, Kennedy, Pearl, and Violet. And Michael took a picture with all of us at the meet and greet. But when he posted that picture, it was him, Pearl, and Violet had cut me and Kennedy out completely. I didn't know him at this point. I knew who he was, but I didn't know him. And then a couple years later, he had worked at Universal with CJ. So that's how they knew each other. And we were all hanging out. We used to do game nights and stuff. And we were all hanging out at game night. And I friended him. And when you friend somebody, it will pull up pictures or something. So that pulled up. And I was like, what is this?
What?
He was so embarrassed. I still will pull that picture out and be like,
this is
how you're making me feel.
This is how you're making me feel.
And we ended up kind of like CJ and I, we just were theme park buddies, game night buddies, hung out all the time during COVID, during Christmas time, our youngest nephew got COVID. So the whole house got infected, and we had been out. It was right before All-Star 6. So I had been doing like promo stuff for that. Instead of going there, Michael was like, just come over to my apartment, stay here through the holidays. So we're over there. One thing leads to another. And it was kind of the same situation where it was like, we're always together. All three of us are always together. And I love you. Do you love him? And he goes, yeah, I love him. Well, do you love us? He's like, yeah, I do. So we're like, okay, well, we can try it.
Okay. And it's been 5 years.
It's been 5 years, and my mom and my sister don't know, so I hope they're not watching. They have to know at this point.
Michael lives there.
He does. He does.
Do you all have separate rooms? Or
we all have separate. Well, no, CJ and I have our our suite.
And then Michael has
his room, and everybody else has their own rooms. But I mean, and people have this misconception all the time of like, oh, they're in a throuple. Oh, they must fuck all the time. The sex. It's not even about that. I'm going to tell you, it's been a long time since the three of us have been in the same room.
Do you have a schedule, or is it just free flowing?
It's free flowing.
Okay,
but it's also like few and far between. It's like any relationship, once you settle into it, this is not much time.
I guess what I'm asking is like, do you have like a schedule for like date nights, or do the three of you go on date nights together?
We do.
Do you pair off at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like who's together at the time. So like Juju and I were on tour with CJ with Hocus Pocus Live. So we spend all of our time together. I mean, Juju's basically become the fourth at this point. She's my non-sexual lover. And then right after that, CJ went home and Juju and I moved into an apartment and filmed that movie for a month. So while I was here, he and Michael were going to dinner, going to the theme parks, and doing what all three of us would be doing together if I was there. So, I mean, what is good for one in the relationship is good for all. And we just have really open communication.
Do you ever feel stretched too thin between two people?
Only after my weight loss. Thank you, Dr. Leach. No, to be completely honest, no, I feel like it works better this way for me. I am autistic. I need my
And you found out during
time.
A screening for All Stars 10?
Yeah. I did. I mean, I've kind of always known, and I would always go and do those like diagnose yourself online tests. And it was always like, you might want to go get this seen about. But I thought that I masked it well enough that I didn't need to do that until I was doing my All Stars 10 psych eval. And yes, you have to do a new one every season.
They're like, we got to figure out if you're still okay.
Well, I had the same woman for my first 3 seasons, but she had retired in that time. And there was this new guy who also happened to be one of the psychiatrists that they use on My 600-Pound Life. So he pops up and I'm like, I know who you are. He's like, how fun. I know who you are too. Now let's forget that and talk about this. So after like halfway through, he just goes, I have to ask you a question. And I don't want you to be offended. I just want to ask you. I said, okay. He said, are you autistic? Are you on the spectrum? And I was like, well, I'm sure I am. I'm self-diagnosed, but he's like, I would really like you to go. He said, I think that you have issues with communication. And sometimes, he said, even just in this interview right here, you have a hard time letting your guard down because everything feels very rehearsed. And he said, I can tell it's not, but I can also tell that you have played these scenarios, any possible scenario out in your head many times because communication scares you. He's like, so I think you need to go and check it out. And if you are, try to learn some coping mechanisms on how to deal with that. Because if you're going to be on this show again, especially as you're getting older and you know how the fan base reacts, I want you to take care of yourself and arm yourself well enough that you're going to be able to compete. And of course, me in my head, I'm turning it over. He doesn't want me to do this. He's not going to approve.
Just going to a different place.
Totally different place.
Do you think the diagnosis helped with you being on television? And did it help with your relationships?
I think it's helped me all around. Like even having this conversation with you right now, like I feel more at ease than I probably ever have before. And I think
I like that.
I like it too.
It's nice to know what's going on. As soon as I got diagnosed with ADHD, I was like, yes. Because I can say out loud to someone, I was nodding and I heard words. I did not take them in. Do you mind repeating it?
So I'm autistic and I have ADHD. And I mean, a lot of times those go hand in hand. And I'm very much the same way. And I would just find myself dissociating a lot. And you can actually see it on All Stars 10.
Oh, really?
During Untucked for the Snatch Game episode. When Mistress keeps coming for me and she's trying to get me riled up. I had made a promise to myself and to my therapist that I was not going to allow any of the girls to get to me. For better or for worse, I wanted to do this competition for myself because I felt like the first 3 times I didn't. And I was like, you're not going to get another chance. I mean, I say that every time. But I was like, this probably truly is your last shot at this. And whether you win or lose, I really want you, talking to myself, I really want you to just enjoy the experience and like just be the best that you can be. And the other seasons, I was so worried about what everybody else was wearing, what everybody else was doing, what everybody else was saying, to my detriment. I would let people psych me out. I would psych myself out because of other people. And I didn't want that to happen. So I was purposely like blocking Mistress out as she's coming for me and coming for me and coming for me in that Untucked. And you can see me completely just dissociate. I just go to another planet.
Just go away.
To the point where they called cut, which they never call cut in Untucked. And the producers come over and they're like, are you okay? I'm like, huh? I'm great.
I'm fine.
I'm fantastic.
I'm fine. I'm in a nice land where I'm protected.
Yeah. Well, and I'm also sober 3 years now. So going back to Drag Race, that's a completely different experience, not having any kind of alcohol or anything. So there was a lot of things for me, but like cosmically, it just felt like it was the time to make those changes. And it felt like it was the time, like if it was ever going to happen, it was going to be now. So there were several times during the season where the producers would be like,
you good?
Are you here? Are you here?
And you're like, now I am.
I'm like, now I am.
Do you have any advice for single people?
Just don't force it. I got into some really bad relationships or situationships or one-night stands, whatever, including that very toxic 11-year relationship, because I was trying to force something. I really desperately wanted, my whole mindset was being raised in my Southern Baptist household, being told that, you know, by this time in your life, you're married, by this time you have children, by this time you've got your career, whatever that may be. And I was trying to take what life I wanted and force those other things on top of it. So I allowed people to take advantage of me. I allowed myself to be steered in directions I probably shouldn't have been. And I did a lot of things that I won't say I'm not proud of, because like, even when I was a sex worker, I stand behind that. I did what I had to do, but I don't like the situations surrounding why I had to do that. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like I did what I needed to do. I don't love the circumstances which led to that, but I did it.
But I did it.
I acknowledge
and it happened, and I'm better because of it. Like, I don't regret anything in my past, but I wrote in my book, Southern Fried Sass, available now at all fine retailers. I wrote in my book that my ex had passed away a couple years ago, and immediately people started reaching out to me. I hadn't spoken to him in 7 years. And all of these people who, when we broke up, here's my autism. Everything is spinning all at once, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how to say and what to say. We were talking about how, like some of the girls have gone on and made up shit about me, made up lies, and I don't fight it. That's because whenever I left him, he made up a bunch of lies about me. Basically, the things that he was doing to me, he said I was doing to him. Like abuse and everything. And the publicist I had at the time said, don't acknowledge it. Remember, this is immediately, like after season 7 starts. So I'm on season when all of this is going. We had been broken up for a little while, but he was waiting. He was waiting for that moment to strike where it would hurt me the most. And I didn't acknowledge it, which turned out to be the right thing at the moment because the fans didn't acknowledge it after that. Like it died off after like a week or so. So then flash forward to the end of this season, social media is a different beast than it was then. And with these girls making up stories about me and saying untrue things, I chose not to acknowledge it because I was like, you know what? That's their journey. It's what they're saying. Let them get their clicks and their likes. It'll go away if I just don't acknowledge it. That's not true because it's a different thing now. Now it's building. And every single time I post anything, whether they're there to tear me down about my body or call me a liar for something that I'm not even a part of, it's overwhelming sometimes.
No, I get that.
It's always trying to like figure out where I am at mentally in my life and saying, okay, this is what I'm capable of and this is what I have the bandwidth for and this is what I don't. And that's my very long way of saying, don't get yourself into a situation where it's going to blow up on you and you're going to be the one that's left to pick up the pieces just because you were willing to settle. I stopped looking and I didn't find one, I found 2.
I like that advice.
2 people
Stop looking and you'll find not 1 but 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 people that love me unconditionally. It's 2 people that are as invested in my career as they are as me as a person. And 2 people I feel completely safe with. So I think that never would have happened if I hadn't gone through all the things that I did. But I'm grateful I never have to do that again.
I love that.
Much like Drag Race.
Never have to do it again.
Never have to do it again. But I'm grateful that it happened.
Well, Ginger, we've come to the end.
No!
I know. I could talk to you for hours. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Would you date me?
I've slid into your DMs before. I think you're beautiful. I think you're funny. And you got a higher profile than I do. So.
Ride those coattails. Ginger, do you have anything that you want to promote?
Well, like I said, my book, Southern Fried Sass, is out there. It's been out for a couple years. People love it. It's my life story set against 50 of my favorite recipes.
Ooh.
And that's also been an interesting journey. Like, food is my love language. So as I've reintroduced foods, I have found ways to take those recipes that I love so much and morph them into something that really works for me now. So if you've got the book and you're on this journey too, reach out to me. I'll tell you exactly how to fix this.
I love that.
Jujubee and I are starring in Stop That Train, which comes out May 29th.
In theaters.
In theaters.
Go to the theater.
It's a spiritual threequel to Wicked. We're holding space for
Holding
it.
space for
and then other than that, like, Broadway's around the corner. Got to figure out exactly how to make it work. But the negotiations are there and we're getting that going.
Ooh.
And Hocus Pocus Live will be back.
I love that. Well, if you like that episode of Why Won't You Date Me, you could like it, you could rate it, you could subscribe, give me 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. And if you write me something nasty hitting on me to whywon'tyoudate-me-podcast@gmail.com, I will read it. This person writes, Dear Nicole, it's 2098, and this is the final battle of the Cybertruck apocalypse. Those fugly-ass trucks became our AI overlords, and now they must die. I see. You let out a war cry as you machine gun the final robots. I should shoot too, but I can't stop watching you. Your sonic dog tag necklace bounces on your titties with every shot. Sweat trailing down your chest with heavy breath, eventually disappearing between your beautiful, glistening breasts. Fuck, Nicole, I need you right now. You finish shooting and notice me looking. We lock eyes and suddenly we're kissing. We pause and look over at our ride, your 1994 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. You say, fuck me on the car, on this moderately priced normal car. Give it to me on the hood like they did back in the old days. I oblige, bending you over the hood, and my God, that ass is perfect. I pull my strap out. You know I stay ready. No chat GPT, no Maps app are needed here. I simply use my horned up lesbian instincts to navigate my dick into your dripping pussy. We fuck for hours on the hood of your beautifully normal car. From dusk till dawn, our orgasms shake the earth. These are the first glorious orgasms of an AI-free world. With admiration for the laughs and that ass, Bean Tea. They, them. Thank you. I don't know why the pronouns were there and I just said it.
Why not?
Bean Tea, thank you. I love this one.
I love that too.
Isn't that fun?
I kind of want a graphic novel.
I would love a graphic novel. What their
I don't
name
know
is
if it could be more graphic than that.
Bean Tea. If you draw the novel.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
actually, if you don't draw the novel.
Yes, and send it to Why Won't You Date Me podcast@gmail.com. Goodbye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.